Hello, today I'll be reviewing Time in the Gods by Lord Dunsany. Now, this isn't the singular story Time in the Gods, but rather an omnibus collection that includes Time in the Gods, as well as a lot of other stories such as the Gods of Pegana, the Book of Wonder, Sword of Welleran, and the last Book of Wonder as well. So, here's the ISBN. It's yeah, so when I got this, I got it just now actually, just today. I expected it to be a lot bigger, so this is pretty small. Here are headphones for comparison. Yeah, it was smaller than I expected, in terms of, what is it, width and height, but it is actually also thicker than I expected. That's a whole lot to get through, considering there are like a lot of them are like short stories and stuff. Yeah, so let's just open it up. If we open it up, what was that sound? I heard something through those headphones, but I don't have them on, so I didn't hear what it was. So you get all sorts of famous authors saying how, Lord Dunsany is a brilliant writer, and he is. Well, I haven't read the Gods of Pegana, but that's why I bought this collection, to read the rest. And, it was all bundled together. I love it. So you have Arthur C. Clarke, Neil Gaiman, H.P. Lovecraft, Ursula K. Le Guin, I don't know how to pronounce that, W.B. Yeats, and other things, other people I don't know. So they love it, so, as expected. And here we have Time in the Gods. We have this other novels, other short story collections as novels. I want to check out The King of Elfland's Daughter, because the Folio Society has like a beautiful piece on it. I'm obviously not going to buy that. I think there's only going to be like 1,000 printed or something, so it's like £900 or something insane like that. You've got a little informational little thing here. Come over and you get to the contents, and so we arrive at basically one of the only issues of this book that I have, and it's basically a major one. It starts with the Time in the Gods. Well, it's what it says on the tin, right? But that's not where it started. That's not the first short story collection released. It even says it right here. The Gods of Pegana was released first. Time in the Gods, Sword of Welleran, and Other Stories. Dreamer's Tales, Book of Wonder, Last Book of Wonder. Go through here. It starts with Time in the Gods, Sword of Welleran. Okay, it's following the order. The Dreamer's Tales, yep. The Book of Wonder, yep. Last Book of Wonder, yep. Then the Gods of Pegana. What? So, turns out they got the very first book that you should be reading if you want at least read in, chronological, release order. If you want to do that, they took the very first one and they put it at the end for some reason. I don't know. I think maybe you should be reading that first. That's a personal opinion. You might beg to differ, but yeah. So look, they've included all these books that you would buy separately and just include them all, and I love that. Now, go to the Time of the Gods. Now, what do I say about quality? What's up with the quality? Well, poor. I mean, it's readable, it's usable, but it even says here, it is a mass market paperback. The paper, it feels poor, it smells poor, it looks poor. If you check the ISBN, if you compare them, they're the same. But look, it's cheap. It includes, 6, 7 of the stories. I haven't counted. So I don't care that much. It's not a deal breaker. It's not a deal breaker by any means. And it's also like one of the only versions of this in print. There's another one, I think it's like Fantasy Masterworks or something to that vein. I don't know if that's mass market paperback as well. But yeah, these are all the stories that you'll see. Just going over it. And I'll go back here and yeah. So, if I were you and you wanted to read it chronologically, I'd go to page 533, which is somewhere here. And I'd start on the Gods of Pegana. Well, I'll go back a page so you can see title page. Gods of Pegana, preface. Scar the Drummer. Classic. And the dude who inspired Azathoth in H.P. Lovecraft. You can tell when you read it that, oh my gosh, this dude definitely did inspire Lovecraft. Like Lovecraft says here. Yeah. You got this omnipotent being that created everything. Everything is but a dream of that one being, and that being is being soothed to sleep, because when they wake, everything will be destroyed. Now, as for what it looks like on the inside, it's pretty cool. If you lay it flat, I notice you kind of have to peer in to read the sides here. So the margin's smaller, or at least it appears smaller because it's, the way it's bound. So, because of that, it's a little awkward, but it's still readable. Yeah, that's basically it. There are no illustrations, that's fine. It's just a massive collection of Lord Dunsany's work, and it's good. There is one other issue. So the first issue was the ordering of the books. Now the second issue, if you'll just follow me to my computer, boom, a table, what? Okay, so you'll see here, I've done the release order, I've color-coded it, and everything, so you'll see the release date there. Gods of Pegana was released first, put to the back. I've already talked about that. What about these stories in red? Well, they're also short story collections by Lord Dunsany, but they weren't included in the Omnibus. Why? I'm not sure. Maybe they're out of space. They don't want to print that many pages. Maybe they don't think it's important. They just haven't read it. They don't know where it belongs. But I found someone who agrees with me in a little Amazon review. K-Wolf over here, 2013 even. This person mentions it collects the first 6, but why 51 Tales and Tales of 3 Hemispheres were left out? It's a mystery to me. We go here, 51 Tales. Okay. This is actually not this would be the 6th one, not Last Book of Wonder, but whatever, and Tale of 3 Hemispheres. I don't know if they missed these other ones, or if they aren't thematically in line with the Gods of Pegana and the whole collection, because I haven't read them, of course. I haven't read the Gods of Pegana, but that was enough for me to say I loved Dunsany, right? I think this dude's awesome. Yeah, so I don't know if only the Tales of 3 Hemispheres and 51 Tales, if only those are appropriate for the subject matter, or if that person just didn't know the other ones. But yeah, if they are appropriate, I'm just wondering too, why aren't they there? Because now I have to buy them separately. It's going to be a whole ordeal. It's, well, it's not too important. Yep, that's a good point. It invites confusion, because Time in the Gods, it doesn't say an omnibus or anything. It instead just says Time in the Gods. So if you purchased it thinking you only get Time in the Gods, well, I mean, you've got more than you bargained for. I guess that would be okay, if you're okay with spending that money to begin with. But then you've got, what if it was the other way around? What if you saw this product on Amazon, and this is the Fantasy Masterworks version, of course. What if you saw this and you were like, oh, okay, Time in the Gods contains all these 6 books, and then you order it from a different item, or you order online from a different store, or you go in person, you see Time in the Gods, you're like, okay, here's the 6 books collection. Let's purchase it. But you don't get that, you just get the Time in the Gods story. So, yeah, it's confusing. It's confusing. It would help if they clarified it, changed the name or something. But I mean, it's already in print, you know, what are you gonna do? Still, oh, hold on, let me change things. We're back here. Still, overall review of the book, can't say. I have not read it. Well, okay, I have been reading some, but I'm rereading the Gods of Pegana, right? There'll be stuff I've forgotten, there'll be stuff that I want to refresh my memory on. So I'm reading that first, then I'll read the other ones. And after that, maybe I'll hate this book, who knows? But I mean, everyone's loving it, so I don't think I will hate it. Maybe I'll get bored, who knows? But for now, I think this is a pretty good book. It's very promising. And if you are, if you do read online, because you can find this online for free, Lord Dunsany's work. I think it might be copyright free. If you do find it, then just read it for free online, just a little bit, maybe an extract. Or maybe you want to read the whole thing, because you don't need to purchase this. I only purchased this because I'm a fan, right? Yeah, read it online. If it doesn't mesh with you, that's fine. You can read it online just for free. But if you do like it, and you want to read the other ones, why not get it? Why not get it? I'm abusing this book, I haven't even read it. But yeah. So, that's my review. Yeah, thanks for watching.